So I've moved to the end of Chapter 4 here in the summary part. So the summary part of the Chapter 4, he gives a summary for every chapter. It's actually quite good, and it's sort of a classic summary in the sense that he might have been sort of, reaching for straws, so to speak, in the early part of the chapter, but in the summary he tries to bring it all together. He generally does a better job in the summary than he does in the regular chapter. So here at the end of Chapter 4, here's where he introduces the great tree metaphor. Okay, so instead of the great chain of being, which was an inverted triangle with man and God at the top and insects and bacteria at the bottom, hierarchical vision of species, the great tree metaphor is the evolutionary natural selection metaphor. And it's a very nice, sort of peaceful, harmonious metaphor. And again, it's using the metaphor of a plant, right? He seems to be more successful when he uses plant metaphors rather than animal metaphors. Plant metaphors allow him to get away from militaristic, aggressive language and use language which speaks more on a coadaptative and type way, that there's a co-evolutionary thing going on, right? So it's a mutual sort of thing that's going on, right? So emphasizing the mutual aspect and not so much the antagonistic aspects. All right, and so then we move to Chapter 6. So in Chapter 6, it's entitled Problems with Theory, okay? Difficulties with theory, and so he goes over all the problems with his theory, right? So the question is this good science, and is this good rhetoric? Is it good for your argument to say, okay, these are problems, I know I have problems with my argument, here they are, let's go over. So it's an interesting move, right? This speaks to sketch number 1, or number 1 on the critical essays. The logic of his scientific argument. So you could use that for, this, okay? And then we will go to Chapter 13, see if I can get there real quick, okay, which is mutual affinities and, mutual affinities. So here we go right here, Chapter 13, mutual affinities of organic beings, morphology, embryology, and rudimentary organ.